Good morning, guys. I hope everybody had a great weekend and a great start of the week. Happy Thursday. I hope everybody took advantage of the makeup day last Thursday. Anybody that didn't complete any work, you guys can complete it, hand it in, and not receive any points off. You'll get full credit. All right, today we're going to start with absolute value, and this is going to lead into graphing absolute value functions, but we have to learn a little bit about absolute value first. Absolute value, it's the distance from zero that a number lies, okay? So if you're measuring distance, all right, from point A to point B, that value is always going to be a positive number. Distance is going to be a positive number, okay? I always joke around that the only way you can get a negative distance is in the game of football if a team loses yards, but that's not what we're dealing with now, okay? So let's take the first one. The absolute value, and there's symbols for absolute value. The absolute value of -4. Well, if you see I did a number line up here, and -4 lies right here, and 0 lies right here. When we're finding the absolute value of a number, we want to know the distance between 0 and that number. Even though that number is a -4, the distance between 0 and -4 is 1, 2, 3, 4 units. And those units are positive units. Even though it's a -4, the absolute value -4, the distance between those 2 points is a positive number. So the distance, or the absolute value of -4, is +4. The absolute value of 26. Well, I'll just put an X here for 0, and I have a 26 right here. I'll put an X here, okay? I want to know the distance between 0 and 26. So what is the absolute value of +26? Well, if I count these, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and one more is 26, again, my distance is a positive number of +26. So it's pretty simple. When you take the absolute value of a number, it's always going to turn into a positive number. Look at, now we got to compare greater than or less than or equal to. So we just did the absolute value of -4. I know the absolute value of -4 is +4. And the absolute value of -5, the distance between 0 and -5 is a +5. And we got to use the symbol that compares the two. So I know that the 5 is greater than the 4, so the 5 wants to be opened up to. So this says 5 is greater than 4, or 4 is less than 5. Okay, just take a look at letter M. The absolute value of +29 is +29. The absolute value of -29 is also +29 because distance has to be a positive number. And we know that these two numbers are equal. Okay? The U, V, and W, okay? So the absolute value, they're asking you of what number is +7. Well, I know that the absolute value of +7 equals 7, and also the absolute value of -7 also equals, +7. Okay, so you have a pretty easy day. Finish the rest of this worksheet. We're going to do solving some absolute value equations and ultimately lead to graphing absolute value of functions. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.